Hello everyone, this is Ebony, the Cleaning Biz Mentor, and thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. I have a treat for you, and I hope, guys, that those that have subscribed, liked, and shared my YouTube channel so far, I hope that this is benefiting you in some type of way as you pursue your cleaning service, okay? So let's get started today, guys. Today, I want to talk about something that is imperative, okay? That you will need before you set foot inside of a client's home. Okay, do not step foot inside of a customer's home until you have this in place, and that is a service agreement. Okay, aka a contract. I like to call it customer guidelines, and you want to be clear about that. Okay, so let's get started. Now, do you guys know, first of all, what is a service agreement? A service agreement is just as it sounds. It's an agreement between you and your client. Okay, you want to make sure your client understands your policies, your rules, your regulations, your procedures before you guys do business together. Okay, that's basically what it is. And do you guys know that, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. 2019 was the first time ever that I created a service agreement for my business. Oh my God. And I went in business in 2012. I went 7 years without a service agreement in place. What was I thinking? Oh my goodness. So just 2019 was just a year full of mistakes, bad experiences, bad choices. It was just full of learning, and having bad experiences and making tons of mistakes, it can be your greatest teacher. And it taught me how I needed to have some kind of guidelines, some kind of policy in place for my clients to abide by, when we enter this business relationship. Okay, so that was a learning lesson for me. My mentor taught me that at the time, you need something, in writing. This is basically, it's not a verbal agreement. You need something in writing that's going to lay out all of your expectations before you do business, and I guarantee you will have less of a headache. And she was right. Okay, so let's get started, guys. I have my notes here. You'll probably see me looking down reading, because I want to make sure I include everything for you guys. I don't want to leave anything out. So basically, why is it important to have service agreements? Like I just told you, it's your rules. It's the rules that you would like for your clients to abide by once you enter into that business relationship. Okay, we know a lot of times clients can have their own expectations, but your guidelines lay out, your personal procedures, your personal rules to your cleaning service. Okay, and should problems arise, we can always refer back to our policies, our guidelines, and this service agreement. Okay, so basically it sets clear expectations from the start, from the very beginning. So what you want to do, you want to sit down, guys. You really want to touch on subjects that could occur, possibly, even subjects that are just everyday normal business activities, such as scheduling, such as, okay, let me look at this. Such as estimates. What is your pricing policy? What is your cancellation policy? Things of that nature. What is your late fee policy? You really want to sit down and just write out everything, and make it clear. Lay it flat on the table. This is how it is, here at Heaven Sent Cleaning Services. This is what we do. This is what we don't do. This is what we allow. This is what we don't allow. You have to be very clear, very, very straightforward and direct. Do not allow clients to read between the lines. You have to be very clear, or else misunderstandings will occur and disagreements. Okay, so like I said, guys, that's basically what it is. You have to have clear expectations, or when something happens or a problem arises, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, you're going to be in trouble as the business owner. Okay, so like I said, guys, it provides your customers with less worry, especially if you lay out a satisfaction guarantee policy. What is that? In the event that we screw up, or we mess up, or we don't do our job to your satisfaction, we'll come out. You know, things of that nature. You really have to sit down and map out how you want the outcome of certain situations to happen. Okay, that's basically what a service agreement is. Okay, and another thing, guys, it protects you. You know, in the event that X, Y, and Z happens, okay, let me go back to my policy, and this is how I'm going to handle it. For instance, guys, last week, a few weeks ago, I had a situation with a non-payer. This was my second time. Okay, this is the second time this year I have came across someone who did not want to pay for services. Yeah, headaches. So, and this is the thing, guys. You're going to have your service agreement in place, your customer guidelines in place. But as you continue to grow, certain situations will arise, and you're going to have to add on. You know, everything that I have here in my customer guidelines today, I'm pretty sure does not cover, you know, future experiences I will have. But, you know, for the most part, it's about 90% durable, and it will hold up, you know, for where I am in business right now. But getting back to the point, guys, a couple of weeks ago, I had an issue with a non-payer. Well, in my policies and procedures that I had then, at that moment, it did not cover what would happen in a situation like that. So I had to revisit my customer guidelines and add that clause in there for non-payers. You know, in the event that you don't pay, I can take you to court. You know, you would be responsible for legal fees. I will take legal action. I really had to go back and improvise. So that is what I'm telling you guys. You know, piece together what you know now. Piece together, you know, subjects that you want to touch on now. And as you grow, as you learn, you know, as you deal with different scenarios and situations, you just continue to update your terms of service. Okay. All right. So that's basically it, guys. And your customer guidelines, how do you get it to them? Before you set foot in their home, guys, during their booking, you want to send this to them. Now, in the world that we live in, we're in the digital world. Of course, you can email, which is what I do. I prefer to email. You can mail them a copy, or you can take one by their house. As long as you deliver it to them, guys, it's up to them to read it. Okay, before they start business with you. Like I told you guys, I like the email method. Some people require a signature, you know, on their service agreement. I don't. As a matter of fact, at the end of my clause, or, you know, my document, this is what I have. By allowing us to service your home, you agree to all terms and conditions above. Okay, so that is at the end of my policy. Now, you can have, you know, you can request an electronic signature, or, you know, have them sign it when you take it to their house or mail it to them. That's totally up to you. The most important thing for me is I make sure that they have it. I make sure that that they get it. Okay, that they receive it. Okay, so that is just some of the things that you could do. It's not required that, you know, they sign it. I just think it's required that you do your part and get it to them. Okay, and that they read it, and that they can acknowledge that they, you know, received it and read it, you know, on their time. Okay, so yeah, that is a thing, guys. And like, once you book your clients, go ahead and email it immediately. At the time of booking, send them your service agreement so they can have the time to look over it and read it before their first appointment. Okay. And also, guys, if clients don't know your guidelines, you're going to be held liable should a situation arise. Okay. I've had issues where I've had clients ask for a refund, you know, or a partial refund. And I made the mistake of not sending them my service agreement. This is what I was terrible about a few months ago. I would forget to email them a copy. I would forget to somehow get a copy to them of my service agreement. And when a situation arises, I had nothing to stand on. Okay, if that makes sense. So for instance, I had a situation one time, the client wasn't satisfied with her cleaning. She asked for a partial refund. Well, in my satisfaction guarantee, you know, part of my, you know, service agreement, I have no refunds, you know, but she wasn't aware of that. So what did I have to do? I kind of had to make a quick decision. Okay, how are you going to handle this? You know, should you give her a refund? She wasn't aware of your terms of service, so it's kind of your fault because you forgot to email it to her. Okay, so it's just certain things, guys. Make sure, number one, when you're booking, you shoot this directly to them. Okay, so what are some of the guidelines you can have in place? Some of the guidelines that you can have in place, you can definitely have how to prepare for your cleaning. That's like one at the top for me. How to prepare for your cleaning. Sit down and really map out how you want the home or the commercial property, the condition that you would like it in when your company, when your team arrives. For me, I absolutely hate going into houses that aren't picked up. So that is a clause that I have inside of my how to prepare policy. You know, have everything picked up, excessive belongings, pet toys, clothing, magazines, have that picked up prior to our arrival, okay? That's one of the clauses that I have. Equipment and supplies, okay? Another one that I have, we provide our own cleaning supplies, mops and brooms. In order to prevent cross-contamination, we ask to use our customer's vacuum, okay? That is my supply policy. So it's simple. You just touch on areas that are frequently asked about, you know, equipment and supplies, payments, collections. That is something that I just recently added, like I told you guys. Price increases, because that's going to happen. Sickness, you know, that should be at the top, you know, with everything going on with COVID-19. If someone, you know, my clause is if you or someone in your home is sick or contagious, please contact us so we can reschedule your cleaning. Okay, it's just simple, guys. Sit down, really brainstorm about how you want your clients to abide by the rules, you know, to really just really map out what happens in this case. What happens, you know, if XYZ was to happen? What is your procedure for scheduling? What is your procedure for cancellations? What is your procedures for complaints? You know, things of that nature. So that's basically what customer guidelines are, or a service agreement. Now, guys, I do have this very copy of my very own in my online shop, and I will have the link below. If you guys need help, if you need some type of guide to go by, this is here. I have it in my online shop. This is my exact copy. And like I said, guys, you're gonna have so many topics and subjects. I think mine's is like maybe 6 pages long, and I'm steady adding. You know, I'm steady adding as situations occur, and it's fine. You're just start. Just have something in place. You want to be able to stand on something, some kind of written agreement, you know, should something arise, okay? And like I told you guys, shoot it to them, email it to them immediately, guys. Do not go forth with an appointment, guys, without this in place. You can, but you never know what type of client you're getting. You know, you may deal with a non-payer like I did, okay? You may come into contact with a client that's looking for a free cleaning. You know, you want to make sure you have a collections policy or a legal action policy in place in case that happens. You know, luckily for me, I've been very blessed not to deal with, you know, not to have come across those type of clients, you know, until recently. And it's only two. But it was a learning experience, okay? And now that I learned that, you know, people out there like that exist, let me put this in, let me make a policy about this. Let me create a policy, you know, for non-payers and things of that nature. Okay? So guys, once again, if you want a copy of this, you know, I have it online on my online shop. Feel free, take a look. You can copy and paste because, you know, you're paying for it. You could tailor, make it custom fit your business, all of that. I'm just here to help. You know, I'm here to just be a help, a guide, and so forth and so on. But I hope this video has been helpful, and I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.